Hi guys, it's Ashley, your local realtor, and I wanted to pop on and just chat with you. I've got a lot of calls last week from clients that had sold a house this past year and got their tax bills in, and so they were trying to figure out what to do, if they actually owed that money or what they needed to do with that tax bill. So I wanted to come on, clarify, because it seems to be a common reoccurrence for anybody who's bought or sold property this past year. So if you are a seller and you sold a house this year, you are still getting a tax bill because the property is still in your name. So the assessor has not changed those tax rolls yet, depending on when you sold it throughout the year and if that new buyer filed their homestead exemption or not. Regardless, you do not owe that money. You've already paid your portion essentially. So at closing, your title attorney would have collected from you your appropriate portion for this year. So that was given as a credit to your buyer, your purchaser, at the time of closing. So you do not owe that money. You can forward that tax bill back to the address to the new owner or throw it in the trash can, but that borrower or buyer, your purchaser, should have a copy as well. Their lender should have a copy, and they are the ones that are fully responsible for the bill in its entirety. So yes, if you're a buyer, you heard me correctly, you owe that tax bill if you're on the Northshore. Okay, so I know the South Shore operates a little bit differently, but if you're on the Northshore and you purchased a house this year, you owe property taxes. So your seller gave you a portion at closing that they were responsible for, whether that was cash to you at closing, which is highly unlikely, but it basically came on your statement as a credit to you. You were brought less cash to closing that you would have had the seller not given you their portion of taxes. So yes, you owe the full bill in its entirety. The seller has already given you a portion for their part of the year that they owned it at closing, and you now owe the whole bill. If you don't think that your mortgage company has a copy, you're going to want to forward it to them. If you do have a mortgage, you're going to want to make sure that they pay that. So look at your statement next month, make sure that you see that escrow charge paid for. If not, you're going to want to send them that bill. And then secondly, you are going to want to go file for your homestead. If you haven't done that yet and you purchased a property this year, then you are going to want to go to the assessor's office, it's in the courthouse, and file for your homestead. It is free to do. All you need is a copy of that recorded cash sale. If you don't know what I'm talking about, call me, email me. Your title company has it, I promise you, and they can send you a copy. You will need to print that, and you will need to bring either your updated driver's license that has your new address or a new current voter's registration card that has your new address. So those two things, it's free to do, and it is going to reduce your tax bill moving forward. So your mortgage payment is probably already calculated based on that tax savings by filing the homestead. So if you don't do it, or you haven't done it, you forgot to do it, next year your taxes will probably go up and your escrow account will go up, meaning your mortgage payment will increase if you forget to do this. Now it's as simple as going do it and it'll all reverse itself, but you definitely want to take care of it because you don't want any surprises with your mortgage payment going up. So if y'all have questions about that, please reach out. I am happy to help. I know that's a lot of information. It might have gone over your head. I know we talk about it at closings when we do close, but I do this every day, so it's easy for me. I'm happy to help you grab the docs you need and break it down maybe a little slower. If y'all have questions, reach out. I would love to help. But in a nutshell, sellers, no, you don't owe property taxes. You've already paid for it. Buyers, yes, you do owe that tax bill that was mailed to you. Even though it's not in your name, you owe it. Make sure your lender pays for it for you. And if you don't have a mortgage, you're going to want to write that check so your property doesn't go to tax sale. And then buyers, if you have not already filed for your homestead exemption, you definitely want to take care of that. If y'all need anything, reach out. My name, Ashley Callahan, number 985-705-5160, and y'all have a great rest of your day.